This is my little cage that I've set up using snowmen that are left over from last Christmas. You know, a whole lot of them I didn't sell nearly as well as I expected. So, anyways, here's one of my hearts. And I've got it so that it gets stuck in here quite snug. There we go. Maybe not as well as it should be. And I flip this down like that. Make sure that all my spots align. Yes, it does. This is a stencil from oshstencils.com. Osh Stencils. It's made of some sort of plastic. It works great for this hobby stuff. So I take a little bit of my solder paste. This stuff, I bought this a year and a half ago. It's really old, and it seemed to be separating, so I pumped the tube a whole bunch of times before I started using it. Hopefully that did the trick. But it seems to be working, so I can't complain too much. I paid a freaking fortune to have it overnighted or whatever it was from DigiKey. But okay, and the stencil came with this awesome solder paste spreader. As you can see, I've done a couple now. I've had great success. So I just take this and I'll start spreading it. I want to get it in the little holes. These are 0603 LEDs that I'm soldering on here. And this is a board that I designed over a year ago. I sold it for last Valentine's Day, and it sold so well that it sold out early enough that I was able to make another order and sell some more before Valentine's Day. But I ended up with almost 50 extra boards. I ordered so many. So soldering them by hand is a nightmare with the 0603s. Just not what I would call fun, not my definition of fun. So this makes it a little bit more bearable. I just have to drop the LEDs in place and get them stuck in the solder paste. Just want to make sure I have plenty in each hole. Okay. I've got it taped right here, and I've got these snowmen taped down. So, there we go. You can see this solder paste is on there. It did a pretty good job. You can see like L1 right between the O and the V is a little bit off. But everything else is fine, and they've got separation between the pads, maybe except like 19. But yeah, it all works out. Now, when I laid out this board, I didn't think very much, and every bulb is facing a different direction, so I kind of made myself a map showing which way I want each bulb to face. So, it's a real pain to put this thing together. So, I redesigned this thing recently, but I'm selling the old ones first. So, the new design has them all facing the same way. So I want to drop 10 bulbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are the white bulbs. Every other bulb is white or red. Now let's see if I can lay these out with the camera in the way. This is a resistor for the other side. I'll put it up here where I won't lose it. Yeah, I'm right-handed. Yes, let's use my left hand. Drop that right there. Push. There we go. Put this one pointing downward. There's that one. Okay, so there's my first board. I've found that grabbing it by the programming holes, I was going to pick it up. I'm going to place it right here. Hopefully this is on camera. There we go. Scored this nice toaster oven at the Goodwill. I think it was like $10. Anyways, it's all digital and everything. Doesn't make it any different than the average one, but here we are. I've got it set to keep warm, and just hit start. When you hit keep warm, it shows you that it's going to go to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a nice preheat temperature, I figure, and it gives a 30-minute timer. I leave it in there for a couple of minutes just to get the board, so it's not ice cold when I go to start. I've got this massive bright bulb. Here we go. So there's the heart in there, and I use this light to keep an eye on it so I can determine how long to cook it for. Okay, that's letting me know that the oven is preheated, so I'll give it another 30 seconds at 130 Fahrenheit or so, roughly. I don't know, I think I gave it like 3 minutes last time and it worked. But then we're going to go to bake, and the highest temperature it'll bake at is 375. So we'll do that until it preheats. So we'll come back when we get to that. Now I've just hit stop on the preheat mode, so now I'm going to go mode, bake, 375, and if I hit temp here, it'll go up to 375. If I hit it again, it goes down to 100, so as you can see, it's got some heat damage in the LED. 375, that's as high as it goes. Then we hit start. Now it's going to get really warm in there. I've got it on top of two other proto boards, just kind of help distribute the heat. By Jove, I think it's melting this time on the bake mode. Cool. Last time I had to switch to broil. Very nice. Okay, we're preheated, 375. Since it's melting at this temperature, I'm just going to leave it for a moment. It must have exceeded the temperature a bit. A little bit of dwell time here. Looks like all of my solder joints are shiny now. This is leaded solder. So, okay. We'll go ahead and pull it out now before we start burning anything. I'm gonna hit stop. Open the oven to let the heat out. Pull the tray out. I'm using my tweezers. There we go. Whoa. Too far. Okay, let's scoot this board out. Kind of smells like pizza. Very nice. Let's see if we can get this thing to focus. No, not really. There we go. Very nice. Now I just have to test it out.